Today on CCX News, spring rain impact, what it could mean for summer mosquitoes. If you feel like it has rained a lot this spring, it has. We've received more than 4 inches of rainfall over the past month, according to the National Weather Service in the Twin Cities. Normal for the month is slightly less than 3 inches. The rain is good news after last year's drought, but as Sarah Allen reports in Brooklyn Park, it could also lead to more unwelcome visitors.
Right now, Sean, he is out checking the edges of the wetlands here, this kind of pond.
Here at River Park, a search is underway.
We've been able to get a really good head start with how cool it's been outside.
Sean Partika is looking for early signs of a summer pest.
These are mosquito larvae, these little wriggling worm-like creatures.
If he finds baby mosquitoes,
This is BTI. It is a soil bacteria that's been impregnated onto a corn kernel.
his crews get to work.
We have been treating primarily so far this year with our helicopter, which is dropping a dry granule. And when the larvae eat that, it causes them to be able to no longer feed, and then they eventually die as a larva.
Mosquito control officials say mosquito larvae are targeted in an environmentally friendly way.
We're not harming anything like butterflies or bees.
And with all the April showers, you can guess what could come next.
More water in general, more rain, more bugs, more life.
The good news is MMCD did not find any mosquito larvae here at River Park in Brooklyn Park, though they do expect that to change as the weather gets warmer. If there's a spot you want them to check out, just give them a call.
We have a submit a tip line if the bugs are really gnarly in your neighborhood, or if you are concerned about any sort of mosquitoes potentially transmitting disease, let us know and we'll respond.
Reporting in Brooklyn Park, Sarah Allen, CCX News.
To help control the mosquito population, remember to remove standing water in your yard and clean out bird baths. For a link to the mosquito tip line, you can visit our website, ccxmedia.org. Students and staff at a Robbinsdale middle school may notice additional police officers this week after an incident at the end of the school day Wednesday. The principal at Robbinsdale Middle School says a small number of youth and adults entered the school building and began fighting students inside the school. The incident happened as school let out. Staff and police responded. There is no report of serious injuries. Police and school leaders are investigating. A Brooklyn Park church is celebrating a milestone, much sooner than expected. I explain how Grace Fellowship paid off its $6 million debt years ahead of schedule. A church is more than just its walls. But the price of keeping those walls up can be costly.
I think every church has a dream of helping their community, but they feel drained by the burden of their debts and the day-to-day expenses of running a church.
For years, Grace Fellowship in Brooklyn Park was chipping away at its $6 million mortgage.
We were $250,000 behind in the budget and had $43,000 worth of mortgage payments due every month.
Pastor Joe Boyd says that started to change one day in church when he mentioned the debt to Grace's congregation. A church visitor took note.
To my surprise, she donated $25,000. And we applied it to the principal, and I shared that with our church heading into Christmas.
One act of generosity started a chain reaction in the church, and within a year, a $1 million campaign was fulfilled.
We were able to pay off the mortgage and start to invest in our community in a significant way.
Boyd says about 90% of the congregation contributed, with donations big and small. The next step is investing it elsewhere.
We may not have a big budget, but we do have a big God, and we believe that God can do these things.
Boyd says the church has 5 goals, including outreach beyond its walls. Church member Scott Ward says he's excited for that chapter.
It's really good that we can really be 100% towards that.
And in front of the congregation, church leaders set fire to their final paid statement.
We're going to burn this thing up. Woo!
We're not going to be consumed by our debt, but we're going to be consumed with a passion of what being debt-free means.
On behalf of our entire Grace family, we are debt-free! Woo!
We'll share more details about the church's future goals on ccxmedia.org. This weekend, an opportunity to celebrate your inner superhero.
It's our holiday. It's our Christmas. So we have hundreds of different comic books to hand out for free, and most comic book stores usually have really big sales going on.
Rockhopper Comics and Games in New Hope is one of thousands of comic book stores participating in Free Comic Book Day on Saturday. The store will have hundreds of titles available for people to take free of charge. Comic book publishers use the event to give people a taste of some of the big storylines coming up throughout the year, but it's also a great way to introduce fans to new characters and titles.
Since it's free, you can pick whatever you want, you can read them if you like it, then you come back to the store, ask the friendly staff to see if they've got more stories similar to that.
In addition to the free comics, Rockhopper will also offer store discounts. Finally, this segment, celebrating spring through music. North Hennepin Community College is putting on its spring concert series through May 6th. Photojournalist Dustin Scholl allows us to listen in.